What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to yet another episode, Stories of the Studio. I'm your host, Danny Giraffa, and today I have the absolute pleasure of being joined by yet another band that we had the pleasure to see at Crown Point's Battle of the Bands. And that is the one and only Thourn.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Thank you for having us.
Perfection. Yes. Absolutely, guys, absolutely. Now, when I tell you guys that these guys look look and sound good on stage, that's not in the beginning of it. See, because they put the rock in rock and roll. Now, I'm super excited for you guys to learn more about them and to hear their story, but before I have them introduce themselves, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to sit back, relax, and get ready to dive on in as we get ready to unfold yet another story of the studio. Thourn, my friends, how are you guys doing, dude?
Doing great.
Very good.
Yeah.
Dude, so sweet, man. Thank you guys so much for coming out today, man. Dude, as soon as, I stumbled across you on Instagram, actually, and, I've been following you guys and, checking you out, and I'm like, dude, I need to get these guys on the podcast, so I was super excited, and seeing you guys perform at the Battle of the Bands, dude, you guys absolutely shred, dude, so.
Thank you.
No, absolutely.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work, my friends.
Thank you.
Dude, but just to get this thing started, guys, why don't you just go ahead and say what your names are and what instrument you play in the band?
You start.
I'm Rowan Eaton. I am the rhythm guitarist and lead vocalist. Played a little bit of lead too.
I'm Dane. I'm one of the bassists of the band.
I'm Nathan Lambert. I'm the drummer.
I'm Jack Maiden. I also play guitar, lead, and I try doing backup.
Perfect.
I try.
Emphasis.
Dude, I'm already knowing the struggle, dude. I can't do backups, I can't do leads, so I'm kind of right there with you, man. But dude, did you guys know each other before you were in the band together? How'd you guys?
No, actually, that goes all about 2 years back.
Band Mix. So there was a website called Band Mix, which had a lot of 50-year-old dudes on it, just trying to start
Right.
bands. And then I found Rowan on it. He was the only 14-year-old, or not 4. He was 16?
Well, 17.
17, 16, and he was the only person my age. And we started the band, and it wasn't until another year we found Dane. Mm-hmm. You had him in a class or something?
Yeah.
I'll tell that story. Me and Rowan, back in my junior year, his senior year, we shared a study hall class, and we just somehow managed to sit next to each other, and we started chatting, and he mentioned that he was starting a band, and I was also working on stuff musically, because I've been playing bass, mainly classical stuff up until that point. And as time went on, he mentioned that they didn't have a bass player, but they had a friend that was going to learn, and I was like, oh, okay, so they don't need me. And then eventually I just get straight up asked, hey, you want to come out and jam with us one day? I was like, oh, okay, I'll give it a try.
I never understood that. I thought, at study hall, you had to be, in the same grade.
No, you don't have to be in the same grade.
That's how it was for us. You had to be in the same grade. I don't know.
No,
So basically, Dane was. It's kind of funny. He was sitting next to me, and he's just on his phone looking at bass guitars, and I'm like, "This guy's got to be a bass guitarist." So I looked over at him. I was just like, "You play bass?" And he's like, "Yeah, I play bass." And I was like,
So you
"He's
found
got
him
the
out
one."
by stalking and on his phone.
All right.
Yeah, he was
Yes.
screaming. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it started.
So you were watching my phone screen?
I was watching your phone screen. I looked over. I glanced over for a second. I was
Thank God I was looking at bass guitars at that point.
the thing is, you were looking at that Schecter you have now, that red and black one. Yeah.
I was never doing work in study hall, so.
Was anybody, though?
No.
Was anybody really doing anything?
No, study hall was nap time.
As far as the drummer story goes, though,
Ooh, it's a long story.
So,
start with Bryce. Unless there was a drummer
we've
before
had
him.
so many drummers.
Yes.
We had one drummer named Bryce, and he was my actual best friend. That I knew him. And then he was like, I want to do other things. I want to work and get money. I was like, that's fine. And he does come to the shows now. He still supports us. About a year comes by, and I find him through a friend of a friend, and I say, come jam with us, and now he's here.
We also did have one of his best friends, Eli, just for a tiny bit.
Oh, yeah. We had another guy.
Yeah, he was a fill-in when Bryce left, and then he ended up being a temporary permanent member for 2 or 3 shows.
Yep.
But that's how the band got together.
Yep.
Dude, that's actually so sick, guys. And how did you guys come up with the name Thourn?
I don't know. I came up with it. Nick just
All right,
came
so
up with it.
here's the story. So basically, when I started the band, when I just started it, I wanted to just have a nice band, members. Everyone wants that. But I had a name that was called Midnight Revolver. I wanted to be more grungy and everything, but I guess we were both, me and Jack were just like, yeah, it's not the right move. And then one day he just goes, I have this idea. I'm like, what idea? And he goes, I got a new band name. And he's like, Thourn. I'm like, oh, I'm like, all right. I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, that's a vibe.
But with a U.
With the U.
With the U and the what are they called?
fancy-
The amulets. I don't know what they're called.
Make it edgy.
Nordic.
Yeah, I don't know about edgy. I was just a Motley Crue fan, so I like the way they did so I did that.
Dude, so sick, actually, man, so sick. So, okay, so you had to skip past like grunge and everything, but what kind of genre would you say that you guys kind of stick to these days?
It's all over the place.
It's all over the place.
It's all over the
Yeah,
place.
It's always evolving. There's never, everyone has their own like genre, I guess, and we all try to mesh it together in the best we can.
Yep.
Dude, that's actually so sick, man. So I know we were talking a little bit about it before the show, but you guys are actually just on a different podcast with a pretty reputable guy, man.
Yeah.
It's Tom Lounges in the Midwest Beat.
Yeah.
So Jack, man, how was it being on there, dude?
I mean, it was cool. It was like to be on a radio for that, and then not only just on the radio, to be in the newspaper for it was like really wild. It's things that you didn't really think would happen, but it did, and you know, it was for a great charity too that we were on it for, the whole Battle of the Bands thing for the My Way to Work Foundation. So it was a great time. It was awesome. I loved it.
That's what I'm saying, man. Dude, I see you guys going to town on those muffins there, man. I'm so glad.
They're gonna be going real quick.
Dude,
Dude, they're almost gone before we started.
They were halfway done.
I think this man over here ate about 4 before the camera started.
perfection.
More than 4.
Dude, no, it was actually so funny. They were doing like the calculations. All right, it's like 360 calories per thing. I ate 3 of them already, so dude, incredible. But man, but you guys I want to reel back to Battle of the Bands and stuff. What was your experience, being able to play in that and like being able to be in front of a crowd with such a good cause and stuff too, man?
Oh, we'll start with that one. We'll go down the line.
Okay.
We'll go
So
down
wait,
the
from
line.
where the beginning or?
You go. You start. You tell us how your experience was. and then-
Oh, my experience. I mean, shit. Like it was. Am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm okay, making sure. I just don't want to swear. But
it's a
going into
Christian
that, we just
channel.
came right off to playing Hobart Arthur. We just came right off from playing there, so we're kind of like, energy's hype. We're right there. We're just like, all right, you know what? Bullock Park, we got this. On top of that, we didn't practice that whole week. To be straight up and honest, we didn't practice the whole week.
Well, we just came, like he said, we just came off of Hobart Art, so we were like,
We should have in the
we
bag.
we'll be fine.
We should be fine.
And it was only 3 songs, so
Yeah, we're just like
we
whatever.
got this.
Yeah.
I will say, Departure, and I'm in Floodplain as well, but, other 2 bands that were pretty solid competition. I mean, especially, Departure, actually, we should probably talk about that. First ever show Thourn played was at the drummer of Departure, his grad party, we opened for them, and that was the first
So
time
that was like it was exactly a year that
exactly
day.
a year before. Yeah. Shout out to Departure. Thank you so much.
So it was great playing with those guys again after pretty much exactly a year of since we first started. But other than that, great show, great people, a lot of reputable, good people like Tom Lounges that we met. A lot of great connections there as
Jerry.
well.
Jerry's one of them.
Yeah, that as well. You guys want to say?
I mean, honestly, I never thought it should be a competition. I thought it was just a well-rounded concert in general. It was just there to have fun. That's exactly what we did. Like we said, we didn't practice the whole week before. And we just went out there, had fun, ended up with 2nd place in the People's Choice, which I'll take the People's Choice any day
Right.
over the week.
Yeah.
As long as the people like us, that's all I care about.
Right.
Because that's my main goal. I just enjoy playing music, so when people enjoy it, I enjoy it.
Yeah. I agree. It shouldn't have been a competition. At least I was saying that, and then we won $322. Like, all right, this should have been a competition. So, yeah, no, I should have been a competition, and we won. And like you said, yeah, I would pick the People's Choice to win that over anything, because it means people like us. It's just not just no disrespect to the judges, but you
3
know,
people shouldn't be able to gauge everyone's choice.
yeah, it should be the people who want to, decide that. So, yeah.
For sure. And, I'm so glad that you guys brought that up, too, because I just did a podcast with Departure yesterday, man. And, we were saying pretty much the same thing, where it's like, it wasn't really so much a competition as much as it was, like, you guys got up there and you were doing a good thing. And, like, it was cool because, like, I feel like everybody in the community, at least as far as, like, the music scene, is, like, pretty supportive of each other, man. And,
Yeah.
like, connected. And they mentioned how you guys, like, you were playing at that grad party and stuff. So I was like, dude, that's actually so so sick, man. It's cool to like look back at those times and be like, man, you know, like that's greatness from small beginnings, dude.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been a competition, you know, but you know, like you said, everybody is cool with each other in this music scene in this area. No one has any like everybody's probably played with each other at least one time, you know, so everybody kind of knows each other.
Oh, for sure, man. That's so sick, actually, dude. So I kind of want to reel back to like the music and what you guys play. Do you guys have any like bands that influence you, or like are there any musicians that you guys kind of like take inspiration from?
Avenged Sevenfold for me.
I was gonna say, like I said before, everyone has their own inspirations, influences. I mean,
we're all over the place, but we all love our genres. We all love like our bands that we grew up listening to. So
let's just name two per person. Jack, go.
Avenged Sevenfold for sure. That's my favorite band. Probably next one is, I don't know, because they're like Korn. I like Korn a lot. Avenged Sevenfold and Korn.
For me, my favorite drummer is probably Danny Carey of Tool. I love Tool, and then any new metal band, more or less. I like the heavier side.
Yeah, I lie on the more funk-based side of things, even going as far as like Primus and Infectious Grooves out there. But as well as the new metal stuff like Nathan's listened to, like Tool is a huge influence on me.
I think I'm like the bipolar version of all of them. So I probably am like on the alternative side of grunge, post-grunge, kind of like. I think one of them is like Creed. I like Creed a lot.
I fucking love Creed.
I don't like Creed.
Love Creed.
Never liked Creed.
Yeah, it's 3 against 1. But anyways, yeah, Creed. I have a whole list, but I'm gonna say Creed and Alter Bridge.
Dude, that's so sick, guys. But you know what? I feel like that kind of might work to your guys' advantage because it's like all those genres are so different, dude, but you get like certain skills and like certain things from each one that like it makes you a sweet like unit together.
Yeah, you kind of learn everybody's different style and it works. It works in writing too. It works in writing and it works in covers. Everybody gets a taste of something. You know, it's not just one genre.
The cover catalog greatly ranges, but even in the originals, like we have Arms Beloved, which is a more slow rock ballad, but like a power ballad, and it's heavier. But then as well as like Jack's song, Lucifer in My Ear, which is more standard rock metal down that lane of what he plays. And then we also have Lost Before Gone, which Rowan wrote, which is just drop C, like few time changes, heavy metal.
Everything's different.
Oh, dude. Too sick, actually, guys. And I'm glad that you guys started bringing that up too, because I wanted to know what's your guys' process of like creating originals. Like, do you kind of think of the music before you think of lyrics and stuff, or does it kind of switch based on?
Yeah,
you know,
I think it's definitely instrumentals come first.
It depends on the person, more or less, because I mean, someone could have lyrics and make a riff or something off of that, depending on the timing of the lyrics, spacing. Like that could work, or you find a riff, figure out the instrumentals first, and then go from there. But
sick.
I mean, it's just like with Arms Beloved. I mean, I wrote that song 3 months before I met Jack. I was just sitting in my kitchen with an acoustic guitar, playing these cool chord arrangements, like, you know, something like Creed would make, but it was like C7 to A sus2, you know, to like all these different chord arrangements to like a G, and it was like, ooh, sounds nice.
Nope,
so.
Not at all.
Actually,
yeah.
And
yeah, I think the biggest thing is what was I gonna say? Great timing. I think the biggest thing is like when it comes to writing. Does one person sit down and write the entire song and then teach it to everyone else, or does one person come up with their part and everyone else kind of fill in? And we've kind of gone back and forth on that to an extent. People will write their own stuff, write their own lyrics. Like, did you write the lyrics to Lucifer?
It was a mix of me and Rowan.
Yeah, so sometimes we'll split up parts. Like, I've wrote all the bass parts for all the songs, pretty much. I've never been told what to play. I just fill in whatever. But as far as, like, Nathan also plays guitar very well, and he has a few riffs that we're working on that is killer. But, you know, he would obviously teach them instead of them coming up with their own riffs on their own.
Yeah.
That was good about everybody kind of being able to play their instruments is now everybody can kind of he plays guitar as well, so it's like he's not just contributing, you know, drum wise, he's contributing guitar wise. And then I play piano. I know at Arms Beloved we've worked on trying to add in piano and synth. Like, I know how to play it, so I know how to help there. I don't know what else you play besides bass. I'm gonna be completely honest.
I want to play the harmonica. I'm gonna get really good at the harmonica. I've always wanted to play the harmonica.
see
no,
the-
I play the
piccolo,
upright
bro,
bass
the
too. Though.
piccolo.
I'm a multifaceted bass player.
Dude, I play the recorder myself.
Yeah, right.
Like
Yeah.
backpipes, buns.
Oh no, dude.
The corn route.
Cornrow, dude. But no, that's so sick, and it's cool that you guys are able to kind of like double dip like that too, dude. So kind of speaking of lyrics and stuff, when you guys are writing the lyrics out to a song, what's kind of like your inspiration behind it? Like, is it stuff that you draw on from your lives, or like just kind of what you're going through in the moment?
I don't know. I really don't know where it comes from. It just,
Whatever looks and sounds good on paper.
yeah. I think that's the best way to play it, because there's not really a story behind any of it, which sucks, because maybe if we did have a story, it would make it more meaningful. But
I think there's a story behind Arms, though. I mean,
yeah, but I've asked you, and you said you don't know.
I mean,
So there's
the only,
not a
the only
story.
thing I could, and the only thing I could tell you is that it's about a relationship that's starting to like deplete.
Don't want more.
And you good?
No, I mean, yeah.
Oh my god.
Keep going.
I don't
I need
know.
more banana muffin.
Do you need another one? Would you like another one? Anyways, like I was saying about Arms, it's like I thought of it as a relationship between two people that is kind of like it's starting to go, but they want to like work it out and really make it work, and they like just hold on for dear life.
Yeah, man.
So something like that.
Yeah, I've not given many of my lyrics because I don't sing in Thourn, but for me, when it comes to lyric writing, a lot of it comes down to concepts. Like, I'm working on a concept album of my own, and it's just...
You're smacking your lips. I think we talked about this before.
Okay, I was eating a banana muffin, Jack!
That is my biggest pet peeve, is you smacking your lips.
banana.
Please stop.
Okay, all right. Point is, yeah. So a lot of my stuff comes from experience and mental health position, especially as far as a concept album goes. I'm working on something where originally I just came up with 9 issues that I was having that I wanted to talk about, and I realized very quickly that I could kind of touch in on mental health, and I found that that the 9 things that I want to write about nearly perfectly aligned with the DSM is the thing they use to diagnose mental disorders. And there's 9 criteria in the DSM for the diagnosis of borderline personality disorder. And the 9 things that I wanted to talk about were exactly lined up with that. So you just come up with a concept.
Are you just trauma dumping?
Shut up. My point is, lyrics and come from random places. But when I write lyrics, instead of just coming up with something, I like to have a concept to base it off of, and then I write lyrics to fit the concept.
Dude.
That's all I'm saying.
That was so in depth.
Dude, I think it's so funny that like you guys met after the fact from like band mix and stuff, dude. Because like I feel like the whole brotherly love type like energy going on right there, dude. So too sick, man, too sick.
It's easy to make fun of each other.
I have a psychiatrist appointment on July 6th.
Oh, no. Stop trauma
I'm
dumping.
not gonna trauma dump, I promise.
This is too
I can't get this last muffin down.
You don't need them anymore.
You finish the circle. Who cares?
Oh yeah, he is a circle.
That's what I was looking
man.
for.
Look at that.
That's what I was going for this whole time.
Yeah, can we get a video of that circle that he's making right now?
Zoom out, dude. Zoom out,
Boom! Look at that.
dude. So sick.
New
so
Thourn logo.
I was about to say we should make that the Thourn logo.
dude. Oh my god, that'd be so sick actually, dude. But man, I love that though, guys. That's too good, man. Too good. So I kind of wanted to touch base on like, do you guys prefer almost like being in like a studio type setting more, where it's like you're sitting there collaborating, like making music, or do you enjoy actually getting out and performing the stuff that you're working on more?
I get out enjoying performing the stuff we made.
Yeah.
That's more fun.
Yeah. Performing in general is fun.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing that beats it.
We've heavily focused on live performance.
I think it's like I just feel like to me live performance is a lot more important than studio performance. Because you got to be comfortable and you got to make sure people even like your stuff before you can even record it. So and live is just way more fun.
Dude.
Yeah. Also important because live, you just do what you do, whereas studios can get kind of tedious recording over and over and over again, multiple takes, trying to nail in exactly what tones you want. With live, you just go out there and do it.
Yep.
So.
Too sick. And then I wanted to mention like, is there any type of like ritual that you guys have to like get pumped before a show? Like, because you're
Cocaine.
excited-
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah. All right, guys, that's gonna have to be the end of the podcast for today.
Ritual.
We really don't have a ritual.
I mean, we get food before, I guess. We always,
Oh, okay,
that's
all
always
right.
we always get food before we do something. But does it get us pumped? No, but I mean,
do we feel good afterwards?
yeah, 100%.
No, for sure, dude. That's too good, man.
I mean, I always put eyeliner on before I do it, and that always helps me for whatever reason. I just feel like I need to have it. He doesn't like it, but I feel like I need to have it before I go on stage.
I pissed in a gallon jug at Hobart Art
Oh
Theater.
my God! Yes, can you tell that story? Oh my God! Can you please tell? that
Wait! If they see this and find it, I hid it in the art theater. Oh yeah, it's filled with cigarettes and piss. It's
Oh my God! So
Wait,
I don't
why
know what
did I not
happened, but
hear
we were
about
in
this?
the we were in the green room of Hobart Art Theater, and we found a bottle that had piss in it, just in the green room. It wasn't even us. And Dane bought a jug of water, and he didn't even drink it all. He just added halfway, and then he's like, "I'm gonna go piss in it." He pissed in it, put a cigarette in it, and then put it backstage and left it there.
There was a few cigarettes in it. I went around collecting cigarettes.
that should be the next band name. Piss and cigarettes.
Piss and cigarettes is a tough name. That's a tough name. We're changing the name today. It's Piss and cigarettes.
Dude, that's so epic, actually, dude. That's kind of sick. But man,
Yeah, it's sick in a way that's disgusting.
oh, disturbing,
More than disgusting, but yeah.
man. Is there like a certain show that you guys have played so far that you have like really fond memories of, man? Like, was there one that just kind of stood out from the things that you have done so far?
I the one at your garage back in the
Oh my God, yes.
with
The one that-
with the beautiful documentary.
yes.
Bruh.
Was it the
Oh,
one that
God,
I
if you
showed
guys
up
ever
to
wanna see
watch?
that,
you
That
guys?
was-
Yeah.
That was that one.
If you guys want to see
No
it, check
way.
it out on Thourn_band.com. It's a great interview. You will love it.
Yeah, we have a friend who.
We have a
Funny as hell.
No, we don't have a .com. What are you talking about? We don't have
Did
a-
you advertise a website?
What? Really.com?
Hey, wait, they say
we do not own that domain name.
Okay, let me just say it. It's at Thourn with THOURN_band on Instagram, and we have a video of us getting interviewed. Because our friend he's really good with photography and filming, and he did it for us. And it's a really good video, but that concert was dog shit. Because
yeah.
it was like our second concert ever, and it was really bad.
Well, October one was good, but the August
October
one
was good. We had
August.
I know that we stopped playing garage gigs because we actually started getting like places. But I think as far as like fond memories of ones that I've actually like enjoyed,
Hobart.
Hobart Art definitely, but I would say Paul Henry's. When we played
Oh, the first Paul Henry's.
the first Paul Henry's
Yeah.
six
No,
out.
when we played break stuff.
Oh, so you know what? He lied to you guys. He does sing. He sang
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit break stuff. So yeah, he was the man behind that one.
Yeah.
I played bass.
If I can find a video of it, you guys should put it in this podcast.
I got a video. I got a video.
You do?
I do.
Oh, you did, really?
Well, but it was one of the best performances we ever did. That was the second Paul Henry's.
Yeah.
The first Paul Henry's we did was.
It was phenomenal. That was it was great.
That was great
was great?
because
Okay.
it was the first time that a lot of us had played out
was-
outside of the
garage.
garage, basically. Because our first show was at a grad party, so it obviously wasn't like Jack's garage. There were people there watching, but it definitely wasn't as good as like in a venue on the floor. out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That
we
was
had,
the first
we had,
show
we
I
had
played in
everyone
garage.
jumping, man. That show,
That
like
was-
break stuff, we had everyone jumping. Seek, we had everyone jumping.
We gained like 100 followers that day on Instagram.
Yeah, we did.
It was
yeah.
actually insane.
Sick, man.
Yeah.
Dude, no, like Paul Henry's, they got a lot going on over there.
They
actually.
do.
Oh,
They
yeah?
have a
Yeah.
shit ton.
Dude, like I was
July
so
13th?
Oh yeah,
July
that's
13th.
20th.
Oh,
You don't even know the dates.
Wait, it was July 20th or 13th?
I show up and play. That's what I do.
Okay, fair.
That's the memo for all of them. I just tell them where to go and what to do, and they say, okay, we'll be
Jack
there.
beats us.
I don't do that.
dude, that's so sick actually.
Usually we get paid 5 cents an hour to work in his sweatshop in the basement.
Yeah.
No.
That's
You play it my way. Oh no. Dude, actually too good though, guys. Too good. Which we're gonna come back to that. We're gonna come back to that. I'll have you guys list out some of the shows.
The sweatshop?
The sweatshop. Oh no.
Wait, I don't want to go. What are we coming back to?
This will be the final episode of Stories of the Studio.
no one's coming out alive.
Oh no. But you guys, I kind of want to touch base on so you guys got, like some experience under your belt now, and like you got some stuff that's coming on. But what's your biggest goal, and like what's your biggest ambition for what you want to have with the band, man?
What's so funny?
Take it away, Jack.
Take it away.
Our biggest goal, probably just to get like our own music out there. I think that's always the goal with everybody. It's just to get their music out there.
Other thing is we've got a solid summer kind of short tour going on here with quite a few shows coming up the rest of the summer. So we're ready to keep rocking out the rest of the summer.
Yeah.
I'm starting to realize why people don't really like touring. Because it is kind of, I know we're not on tour, but like, it's kind of exhausting to just always.
Touring? I think you said Thourn with a lisp.
No.
I was like, you see why people hate us? Like, what are you?
No, I get that one too, but. No, like, I feel like. So, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like sometimes doing that stuff, like when we went to West Lafayette for a show, that was exhausting.
No.
That was
That was an awful show.
I know, but to drive out, like, that was exhausting.
And bring everything.
And we went to West Lafayette for a show, and that's like, West Lafayette, it's not a bad drive.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
It's only an hour and 30 minutes. It's a straight drive down, but it's exhausting because there's nothing to look at on the road.
It was
It's just
hot that day.
windmills.
Cornfield.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Dude, it was hot that day too.
It was hot. It was a nice day.
Oh, come on, dude.
Hey, there was a lot to see. I almost ran off the road because like there's so many wind turbines going down to Indy in that direction that like
yeah,
and if you look at the lights on the top, they all blink and sink all the way out the field, all the way out into the distance. So if you just look, you just watch a cascade of blinking lights out in the distance.
You
So I
have
almost drove off the road.
ADHD.
Shut up.
ADHD is insane.
My ADHD was through the roof. Like I just kept looking on the distance while I was driving. I'm like, I'm gonna die. Like,
I wasn't
this is
driving,
bad.
so I didn't really care. I didn't drive there.
Dude, incredible. No, and it's so funny because
Passenger
the Parsher
princess.
mentioned yesterday that they did live at the hog roast, and it was pretty much the same thing. Remember, they're like, dude, we were so sweaty, like we had to lug all the equipment and stay there the whole time.
Yeah.
So like, dude, it can be exhausting, dude.
Yeah.
Like you don't realize.
Tell me about it. I played the last year's hog roast with Hangnail.
Oh, dude, that might have been the same one actually, dude.
No, it was the one before.
Before.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Last year. Yeah.
Bulldog was hot. I remember Bulldog was a hot
Bulldog.
day. It was like 90 degrees.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah, dude.
that was hot. But
Dude, I was getting sweaty at Paul Henry's. Paul Henry's was pretty. Like I don't know why. I don't know why.
We played Punch in like February.
I know. I was sweating though. I was sweating on stage.
It's because they had the heat on.
just a
They-
sweaty
the tube
individual.
was right next to us.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
I need to get me a fan.
Yeah.
Too incredible, man. No, dude, I'm not gonna lie. So they had delicious tacos at the Battle of the Bands, dude. But I'm pretty sure I got food poisoning. So like the sun was just beating down, bro, and I was sweating. I was like,
Dude, everyone kept saying the taco. I didn't try them. I wanted to, but everyone was saying
Yeah,
the
I didn't
tacos,
get
they were
any.
good.
dude, they were delicious. Well, until they weren't. Oh, dude, it was bad, bro.
I wish I had them. I
Dude.
wish I had them. We gotta do another battle event just so I can try them. Like,
You literally wore the sombrero onto stage.
oh yeah, I wore a
Yeah,
sombrero
they
on
fell
stage. I know. How do I not try and wear a sombrero on stage?
Dude.
What did you do with my sombrero?
It's in my truck still.
Okay.
No, I punted it in the leg. It's in the
Yeah,
leg.
I was gonna wear it, but then I was told it would be racist, so I gave it to the Mexican.
True. That's what he did. And someone even told me it was racist, and I'm like, do you not know? Like,
No. Too crazy, man. Too crazy.
I don't know if I can say this, but I was like, even if it is, I'm still gonna wear it. Like, you're not stopping me from wearing it.
Dude. Man, what
We're getting canceled before we even get up there. Here.
Dude, actually, Jack, why did you wear a sombrero on the stage, dude?
I don't know. Like,
Because I had
And
one.
was shirtless at the same time.
I was
too.
shirtless with a sombrero. Dane had one. I was like, can I wear it? He's like, sure. So I wore it. There's no story behind it.
What was the hat you wore? Was that a Jeopardy hat you wore? What was the hat called?
Jeopardy?
I don't know. What the hell is it called?
Jester.
Jester. Okay, I just don't remember what the word was. Jester.
The game
Sorry.
show?
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I can't remember what it was called. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I had a jester hat on, not during Thourn's performance, but I
a
played
flip
two
one, yeah.
shows at the Battle of the Bands, so that was interesting. I got first, second, and People's Choice, so I will gladly take that.
Dude, actually, too good. Damon, what's it like, being in, because you're in 3 bands, no?
Yeah, technically. The one of them's my personal project that does not go very well currently.
I was in it at one point.
Yeah, Rowan was one of the founding members of that group. And then he went off to college, and we had a full kind of change up. But yeah, no, 3 bands is it gets tiring. It is not. You often because you got to split your time between everything, it means you get 1/3 the time to rehearse for everything, which means 90% of the time you're showing up to rehearsals and, okay, what are we playing? How does that one go? And then having to figure it out as we play. But luckily I'm the bass player, so no one can hear me anyway. So
I don't know about that. You turn your stuff loud.
Yeah, so I can hear.
yeah, we've had consistent issues with Nate not being able to hear anything.
Yeah, our first couple shows, I was just playing like off memory. I couldn't hear them at all. No vocals, no guitars, barely a bass.
What
it was just all
concert
pure
do
memory.
you guys think had the worst sound?
West Lafayette.
Worst sound.
That was a glorified garage.
Oh my god! There was a moment we were playing Seek and Destroy, and then Jack was right about to go into the solo, and his guitar jack comes right out, and then
As
he's
I'm
like
in the solo.
as he's in the solo, and then we're like whoopa or something like that. We just were like okay.
He played the whole solo unplugged because he couldn't hear himself. And at the end, someone in the crowd just goes, "You're unplugged!" And I looked down, see the cable, pick it up, shove it in his guitar.
Oh, it happened with me. It happened with this bass too. I was playing his bass, and I'm like, where the hell's the bass sound? And he's singing, and he's like managing to like grab the cable and plug it right back into his pedals, and I'm like, okay, all right.
Break stuff did not go nearly as hard at West Lafayette.
West
Oh,
Lafayette
you mean
was a
no, Paul
disaster.
Henry's went well.
Yeah, Paul Henry's went well. West Lafayette, we did break stuff again because it was so good the first time, and there was just not nearly as enough people to get it going at all.
No.
And the whole crowd was just standing there, and I even jumped off the stage into the crowd to get the crowd moving, and I was just sitting there rapping with the fucking Fred Durst red hat backwards, and no one was feeling it, and I was just like,
You know
it was awful.
the crowd is dead when you even jump off stage and you still have room to run around. Like
Dude,
you have
I
room
was-
to run around.
I was playing Bodies. We were playing Bodies too by Drowning Pool. Man, that didn't even get him going. I mean, that way, no, I mean, like it was okay.
No
it was
way.
okay.
The corn got them too stale out there, man.
Yeah, never going back to West Lafayette.
No, that went
Purdue kids.
Dude, no, seriously. But you guys, so we're gonna start, rounding it off and stuff, and ending the episode, man. So I got a couple more questions for you guys, man. If you had any advice for like people or like bands, musicians, and stuff that are trying to get out there and start their musical careers and stuff, what advice would you give them?
First advice I would give: practice really hard first, and then put yourself out there.
Give up. Well, it entirely depends on where you want to be and where you are in the band. But if you don't have, I learned this with my own personal stuff multiple times, if you don't have something to practice, practices are going to be useless. The amount of times I've gotten together with a band just to get together to try and keep it going, but we're just clueless on where to go. There was my personal band, we've had the struggle multiple times of no singer. So we wrote all these originals, 10, 11 originals, and every time we get together, we play the same original instrumentals over and over and over again, but you get stuck in that rut. You can't get, since we didn't have a singer, there's nowhere to go. You're just stuck in that rut. So you just have to find the next step, because eventually if you keep doing the same thing you're doing, you're not going to keep moving. You're just going to get stuck.
For me personally, what I did is I tried to learn as many songs as I could on every instrument, on drums, guitar. I just tried to learn as much as I could, get as good as I could. So then when I would put myself out there to join bands, I could play different genres, different styles to be able to fill in, or even with coming up with originals, take influences from different places and try and throw it in there.
I would say for me, even beyond the music, just find people you like playing with. If you like the people, then it'll make it so much enjoyable. If you hate the people, you don't really have a connection with them, you're not going to enjoy it. And that comes a lot with live because, when you're playing shows, there's a lot of, there's a lot of like free time you have. And, you don't want to be surrounded with guys that you're like, if you have free time, you want to be like, I can go get food with them or I can go chill with them. So that's my thing. It's just find people you like.
That almost made us sound competent.
No, I was about to say that was like really good, guys.
We locked in.
Locked in.
We locked
When
in
we have to.
too good actually.
when it
guys.
comes time.
When it comes time.
Thorn motto.
No way.
We lock in when-
boys.
2 rehearsals. Show comes. Lock in.
Not even 2, 1 rehearsal.
That's it, literally.
Dude, rig bone. That's awesome though, guys. Okay, so I promised you that we'd come back to it, man. What are the next shows that you guys have coming up?
Yeah, only I know. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
you're-
guys don't know.
You're the manager here.
Yeah. So we have the next shows to come up. We have one July 12th, which is a house party. That should be on our Instagram. It's a DM. You have to ask us for the address because we know it's someone's house. It's like a $5 cover charge too. Then we have one the next day at Region Rage. That one's like a $15 cover charge. We're playing with Hagnail, another band called Creeping Out Lesbians, and another band called Cheat to Win, which is a band that I'm in, but
That I was also in as a drummer at one point.
and then Chad fell in there. And the next week we have a show at Paul Henry's July 20th, and then I think like in 2 weeks after that one is I don't know where we're gonna do that one. Probably just like in a backyard again, but and then after that our last show pretty much for the summer is at Cubby Bear in Chicago with a System of a Down tribute band and a Deftones tribute band. Dude. So that's a pretty big deal.
You not know that?
We talked about it
I
sometimes.
don't know anything. I just get told where to play and when to play.
Learn the music. And
Yeah.
yeah, you're good.
Me and Nathan are going. Me and Nathan are gonna be. We're gonna be in Chicago all day. We're going to a Cubs game that day.
Go Cubs, go!
Yeah, I'm a Cubs fan, so I want it because they're playing that day. So, oh, you're a Sox fan.
Yeah.
You don't see the Garrett Crochet?
All right, you guys have fun. I'll see you later.
No, but I respect it though. I respect it, man.
It's like, how do you not go see a Cubs game when you're right there? Because the Cubby Bears, the whole point of it is it's right across from Wrigley, so it's like you got to. So
Of course.
Too sick, actually.
I'm going home.
you're gonna miss the Deftones and System of a Down bands.
No, I'm saying I'm gonna miss the Cubs game.
Oh, well, I don't care if you miss that. I give a shit.
No, I'm going to the Cubs game and then I'm skipping the gig. I'm going home.
Too good, actually. Kind of. All right, and I know like right now it's kind of up in the air as far as like where people can stream your music, but where do you guys think you might want to plan on like streaming it down the line?
Spotify probably, if we get you know,
Primarily
primarily.
Spotify, Apple Music secondarily.
Who uses Apple Music?
Go to SoundCloud, Bandcamp, throw that shit on Bandcamp.
Me, I use
Bandcamp
Apple
goes
Music.
hard.
Why?
Why?
Spotify's so
What's
much
funny is
better.
he uses Apple Music, but he has an Android, so I don't get that. I don't get
Hey, you can stream.
Wait, how does that
on
work?
Android. Yes, you can.
That's actually kind of sick. I didn't even know that, dude.
I didn't even know that until my mom pointed that. I'm like, how does that work? Like, huh?
I don't know.
It shouldn't.
Yeah, that's
It's a kind of curse.
pirating Apple Music.
Dude. All good, bro. All good, man. It's all right, big boy. Dude, I kind of feel like the outlier. Like, I use YouTube Music, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
YouTube Music?
YouTube Music, dude. Just those curated playlists, bro.
I used to use. You guys know what Musi is? I used to use. It's like that's a pirated app. 100% it is. And I used to use that a lot.
It's like the Timu of music apps.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, uploading our music to MySpace. We're getting wide out there.
Oh.
No, guys.
Alright, but yeah.
But sweet, dude. All right, guys, and before I close this out here, what is the best way for people to reach you and keep up to date with what you guys got going on?
Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Awesome.
Instagram definitely. That's the best way. We have anything else, honestly. So yeah, Instagram is your best bet.
You know what? I also say Messenger. I'm kidding.
Yeah, we don't got no Facebook.
Perfect.
No, we don't.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for coming out today, dude. You guys had some awesome stories to like tell and stuff, man. And I'm so glad that we had the time to sit down and get to know each other, man.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for you guys, dude.
Yeah,
'cause
thank you.
You guys rock, man.
Thanks so
you.
much.
Keep up the good work, dude. You guys are going places, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely, guys. All right, you guys. But this has been Thourn. I'm Danny Giraffa, and this has been another story of the studio.
Wait, smile and wave, boys. Smile and
No,
wave.
you gotta do the light bulb.
Oh no. Catch you guys on the next one.